Howdy, I'm cKnoor, and a few weeks ago I promised I'd do a 10,000 subscriber special thing, and the suggestion was play Halflings, which I've done, and I'm going to, or have already recently uploaded in a different video. There are two games. The first one's coming now, even if you've seen both of them. Why are you watching this so late? You should watch... In any case, someone else... Hi, Thursday, do you want to be in the video? Thursday's Sunday tired because we were streaming all day. Okay, she's not tired enough to sit around. But what I wanted to say was that someone else asked me on YouTube, why don't you show us what's back in the bookcase over there? Because, I mean, you can see it partly when I move my head. So let's have a look at that. I recorded it with another camera on my selfie stick, and it's, whoops, there you go, Thursday. Slightly shaky, and the audio is going to be different because I'm not using this mic. But here we go. Stuff in my... Let's see, yeah. So up here, I have my old-ass collection of Kalle Anka Pocket, which is basically Swedish Donald Duck comics, but most of them are produced in Italy, and many of them are written by Italians, but no one really cares about that unless you care about Donald Duck comics, which I did when I was a kid. It's like the first proper comic I read, and these were at that point they started they changed them so they had portraits on their backs, and they still do, but they don't have portraits anymore. It's just a long ass picture that keeps on building, and I didn't find that funny. And then I was like, hey, I'm an adult now, I can buy these again, and because I like my bookshelves to like show stuff I enjoy. So if someone, a new friend comes in here, they can just instantly kind of go, oh, he's interested in that kind of stuff, like comics and other boring things. So I felt like it was kind of important to have them up, because having them like under your bed, just hiding them, kind of makes it, in a way, makes it worse. I don't know, because like Donald Duck comics and Uncle Scrooge and stuff has the feel of like, oh, kids stuff in a way, and I'm like, but I actually enjoy reading them. It's not like it's the best comics I've ever read, but it's an excellent time waster. Talk too much about them, but there they are. And those are like the only, no, they're not the only Swedish comics. Let's move down to, whoa, this shelf. Hang on, I'm gonna switch and hold this somewhere else. Here are the rest of my like Swedish selection, where things are written in Swedish. Mostly because Spirou is a Belgian, right? Oh, sorry, I'm not showing them. They're over here. They're Belgian comics. These white ones here, hang on. Yeah, these white ones here are just the like, they're really old. Hang on, let me take one out for you. So, these are like really old. And by really old, I mean they're like from the 80s or something. So I buy them online for like 20 kronor or something. But now I bought all the cheap ones, so now I have to buy the expensive ones that are in less... there aren't that many of them around, which is annoying. So now they're like 200, 300 kronor instead. And most of them aren't actually that good. Like, I have all of the good ones, because the old ones are good and the new ones are good, and the ones I'm missing from the 1780s, not as good. But I've started buying these really big collector's editions instead. The annoying thing with these is that they're excellent. This is the first tome in January one. But they're really expensive, and also I have most of the comics that are in this collected bundle. So that kind of sucks, but I still want them because I'm like, I need all of them. If I'm missing something, I'm going to be annoyed. But speaking of Donald Duck and Uncle Scrooge stuff, I also have partly... Here's my Don Rosa collection. These are also all in Swedish. I started collecting these, which are the Hall of Fame ones. So it's collects like a bunch of old Don Rosa, Donald Duck, Uncle Scrooge comics, and they're really, really good. It's probably my favorite comic ever. And these are hard to find now because they're out of print. And Don Rosa has stopped producing comics because his eyesight got too bad for it. So I'm having to buy these instead, which are bigger and fancier. which are the collected works, because I'm missing some of the ones, some of these ones, and these ones are also really expensive. And it annoys the shit out of me that this one's volume 1, and then I have volume 6 here, because I'd much rather have like all of the volumes, which I could get, but it's going to cost me a bunch of money. And also, these are also kind of hard to get to because they're limited printing. And most of the stuff I have here, I also have here in these ones. So that's annoying, but fun because I like them. Then we have a bunch of Image comics like Saga, which is really good. If you haven't read it, you probably should. Chew is also really fun. My Chew collection is suffering from this is a good comic. Let's lend them out to friends, and then I don't get them back. So currently at home I have volume 1, and then I have volume 4 and 5. Which let's see, what else do we have that's actually good? Oh, these are in the wrong order. That's annoying. Thief of Thieves. I like Thief of Thieves. It's by Robert Kirkman, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's by Kirkman at least. They're really fun. And then here's me on a nostalgia trip again. I started buying Batman No Man's Land, which is like where Gotham is no longer part of the US because of a disaster or something. And I made it as far as the second one, and I realized these aren't really that good. I'm not sure I'm going to buy the rest of them, but I just like... Oh, and I have Kevin Smith's Cacophony. This is a bit shit. And then the new Batman, The Court of Owls, which I actually like. These are good, but then it, as DC does, it's kind of hard to keep track of because I only want the Batman ones. Well, I don't, but I feel like I'm only going to get the Batman ones first because those are the ones I read. And then it turns into like, so let's see if you can see it. It's the Court of Owls, the City of Owls, the Death of the Family, and then we go to 0 Year Secret City, and then I'm like, okay, so what's the next one? Stop changing stuff up. But at least I have the whole run of Gotham Central, which is really good. Should probably read that. Gotham Academy, bit shit, don't get that. Superman Red Sun, really, probably like one of the few good Superman comics. Probably because it's not really Superman. And over here, let's take a step. I have part of my Mike Carey collection because I really like Mike Carey. He's the writer of Lucifer and The Unwritten, which is also really fun. It has sort of a meta plot in a way. And I've started buying Suicide Risk. This is currently suffering from lending all of the other volumes out to friends. Unwritten is suffering from my friend getting me the first volume and the last volume, so now I have to fill in all the rest. These are, if you haven't read Lucifer, or for that reason Sandman, you probably should. These come first, and then the Lucifer from these end up here. And I think, actually, I don't know which ones I prefer. So this is my Buffy collection, which I keep buying because it's Buffy. I'm not sure, I'm not sure it's good anymore, but I mean, it's Buffy, so I have to buy it. And since I buy Buffy, I also have to buy Angel and Faith, because it's Buffy. And also, I mean, Angel was better than Buffy. What do we have over here? Oh, here's part of my Hellblazer collection. Actually, it's the volumes of Hellblazer I have, which is John Constantine, for those who don't know. Mike Carey has written a few of these as well, but they're over here because they're part of the Hellblazer collection. I really like Hellblazer. I should probably try and find the... should probably keep buying this Vertigo volume series, so I get all of them. I have the end bit, like the last bit of the run, when it ended. I'm assuming it's restarting again. And then I had to buy Justice League Dark and Constantine because I wanted to see what happened, and then I got really frustrated because these are a bit shit. Not very good. Oh, and here's a few Deadpool, because especially the new Deadpool run, which I'm missing the first volume of. I've lent it to someone again. But these ones by Brian Posner no, Pulsner, Posehn. They're really fun. Like, they're fun Deadpool. I like them. Oh, hang on. Okay, I found it. Wait. This is really hard to do with one hand, by the way. Here we go. Here's episode 1. This one. And, of course, if you haven't read Miss Marvel, you probably should. And I think that's most of it. Oh, right. One last thing. If you want to read more French or Belgian, I'm unsure if it's Belgian or French at this time. Dungeon. It's called Donjon in original. This is Monsters. Do I not have? No, I only have one of the spin-offs. But Dungeon. If you can find it, buy it. It's or just read it. It's really good. It's a fun take on like the fantasy dungeon in a way. Super good. Below, I have a bunch of board games, but I've talked for like 10 minutes about the comics I have, so I should probably stop. We'll cover the board games some other time, because most of them are... I mean, look. There we go. Like... And these aren't all of my Talisman expansions either. So, I mean, it might take a while. So let's not do that. But yeah, so this is the upper part of the shelf you can see in the background when I'm talking to you from my desk over, well, there.